I was walking just round the farm about 5:30 in the morning, and there was a fox on the track. He just looked at me, and it's like we almost had a little chat. And I suddenly thought, well, this guy, he's just doing his thing on the farm, and that when we have a farm animal, the farm animal is doing the same thing. Oh, there they are. And that's exactly what we're all doing here. You know, all the animals, all the insects, all the trees. And that's the magic of it all. We've just left it alone and let it do its thing.
Andy, I admire you greatly. When I first started working here, I remember meeting quite a few farmers that were like, oh, you're working at that funny farm. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
And people thought that your ideas were bonkers. And now there's a whole movement, but you've been doing it for ages.
I've always had a connection, I think, to the land. I guess it's in your blood, isn't it? I'm eating it now, that's how much I love it. My family has been farming at Westtown Farm since 1949. Mum and Dad were very outgoing. So many people would be coming to the farm even back then. Harvest time, gathering bales of straw. My brother and I would make dens all over the farm. It was just a great place to grow up. My dad was a very progressive farmer in his time, but he took down a lot of hedges and we put the lot back. Dad was thinking of letting Westtown Farm go, but I thought I would like to take it on. So in 1982, I started my own business with about 12 cows. And then in 83, I took on the tenancy of Westtown Farm. I've always worked with cows. There's a sense of job satisfaction when you've got that many cattle, it's all working, and you go around and you check them all and they're all happy. Yeah, I miss all that. I'm trying to retire, but it's quite difficult to retire when you're a farmer. I miss calling them too. They're quieter with her, actually.
I've been helping Andy out for probably about 14 years. Andy's really generous, letting people learn and go for it.
Piggies! Come on then!
It's a wonderful opportunity to be able to take this place on.
That's it, nice scratch.
But he's not going anywhere, he's still here. He's still here every day.
Any farmer, any steward of the land is here for a short time. But this beautiful soil here has been moulded into the way it is for millennia. The amazing thing is about this soil is that it's actually got quite a lot of clay in it. The clay content is what gives it its fertility. Look how well this pumpkins and squash are looking. I mean, they don't actually need any water. You can grow anything up here. An immediate reason for going organic was to save costs of fertiliser and pesticides. I come out of agricultural college, and you were thinking, weeds are bad, you've got to put a certain amount of fertiliser on. And then I started visiting other farmers. David Ursel, he was an organic farmer up at Dalton in the middle of Devon. Oliver Watson's farm down near Totnes. I could see that we didn't have to put all these chemicals on to grow a crop of grass. Not only do they just go through the soil and into a stream or something, they pull through valuable nutrients that are already in the soil that nature's already put there. I mean, what the would you want to do that for? We went organic in 1992. As soon as I started, I knew I'd made the right decision. The cows were healthier. The plant life diversity has just increased. This is sainfoin here, its beautiful leaves. I think that's rough stalk meadowgrass. Timothy just coming out into head, that's a chicory leaf there. This is some kind of plantain. Yeah, insane diversity in here. That's the secret, isn't it? It's like us. The more varied diet we have, the healthier we are. And it's the same with cattle. Mob grazing, I've learnt from another group of pioneering farmers, pasture for life. Up there where Kate is now, those 5 animals have been in that strip for 3 days, and then she'll move them to another strip of grass for about 2 or 3 days. I think of those bison that would have been roaming the plains of North America. The animals come along, they trample a bit in, they poo on a bit and they eat a bit, and then they'll move on to the next bit. A lot of farmers will say that's a waste. Well, it's not, because you're putting that organic matter back into the soil. It's a natural system that we're just trying to copy. Watch this ecosystem grow in front of our faces. Just incredible.
Go.
It's my favourite oak tree. It's got an amazing buttress there with all the roots like clinging onto the side of the bank here. Just nature taking over. There's pivotal moments in my life that have helped me change my views about money and things. I went through a very sad time in 2001. I was going through a personal life crisis. I saw an advertisement in the Farmers Weekly for a job in a Camp Hill community in Scotland. They'd lost all their animals to foot and mouth. My job was to help them restock their animals. And I spent 2 years there. The Camp Hill community, they had people with learning difficulties, other disabilities. There's a bakery, creamery, wood workshops, and every person there, they have a role to play. They're made to feel special. That was absolutely mind-blowing for me, because it's a lonely job, farming. I just felt that greater connection to people that maybe I hadn't had before. And there's so many things you can do on a piece of land. It doesn't have to be farming. That time in Scotland was such an inspiration. That's what made West Town Farm.
What you've let people do here is a credit to you. It's such a creative space, and that's because you've let people do that on your farm, which not many farmers, I don't think, would do that.
We have a lot going on. Let's start with the farm shop. We try and source everything either very locally or organically. The lamb and the beef produced on the farm, it's high welfare, it's organic, and they only get fed the pasture. And then we're growing apples. We have 3 orchards. We send them off to a juicer, literally 3 miles away. We have weddings, a campsite, 2 bell tents, pumpkin picking in October. We have organic arts. They make things mainly from the land. They use cloth, pottery, the black and white cows that are around the farm. It was a commemoration of the dairy cows. They have this community garden, and it's people that can't quite get into work or have mental health issues. They grow their own vegetables. It's just a wonderful thing. I've always been a tenant here of the Church of England. And the tap on. They decided that they wanted to sell the farm, and they offered me the farm. It just felt like an opportunity I couldn't not do. It took 7 years, but in 2022 we purchased the farm from the church commissioners. That felt like an achievement that was so great that I don't think I can do anything else now. I was just exhausted physically and mentally. So I made the decision to wind down, which did involve selling most of my cows. But Kate's bought some of them. This is Kate's favourite cow. It's time for me to slowly pass the reins over. Right. Fordhall Farm is an organic farm in Shropshire that was saved from development. They had 12 months to raise £800,000. They started this campaign that seemed to steamroll into some kind of amazing movement. They got their money and they saved the farm. Also, Arthur Hollins, Charlotte and Ben's dad, was an organic pioneer. A lot of what he has done is an inspiration to me. With the ownership of the farm comes enormous responsibility. So I made this decision to gift the farm to Fordhall. It just seems the next obvious step for me to pass the farm on to them.
When did you first hear that Andy was thinking about donating the farm?
How did you tell us, Andy? I think you said, oh, have you guys got a chat?
No, we were having a 10 o'clock meeting.
Yeah, farm meeting, and we had about 5 items on it, and I said the last item, it'll only take a couple minutes, but oh yeah, I'm just going to gift the farm. Bye. If I did sell the farm on the open market, there would have been a risk that the organic status would have been lost and the farm would have been turned back into conventional. The thing about Fordhall is their structure, so the assets are locked. West Ham Farm will be protected for future generations. I've been farming organically for 33 years and I put everything into this farm. It just feels that leaving it to Fordhall would be the best way to protect all that work and that legacy.
I was scared at first, but actually
Yeah.
I feel quite reassured now.
It feels quite exciting. The more people that are on board, the more power.
They're in Shropshire and we're in Devon, and that's 250 miles away. But actually, it'll be like 2 oak trees, won't it? Growing up together, very similar, far apart, but growing together.
Go on, go on. Go on, go on, go on. Get on, get on, get on.